Going on, everybody? Today I am excited to announce that I will be starting a new YouTube series right here on Twitch. So that is very exciting. We're going to be starting an F1 25 career mode. Um, this is something I wanted to do, so I'm excited that I'll get to do it. And right now I'm on the team select. So I have a random wheel spinner here. I don't know if you can see it real well. Doesn't really look like it, but I'm gonna spin this wheel, and this will determine what team I'm going to be starting on. So we'll spin it. You guys are gonna know before me. Red Bull. We are gonna be joining Red Bull, so that is exciting. Because obviously Red Bull's one of the big names inside of F1. So, um, yeah, let's get straight to it. We're gonna team with Max, obviously. Like that's the easy choice. Anybody would do that. So yeah. I'm excited to start this. This is something I've wanted to start for a couple of days now. It's been in my mind that this is something I've wanted to do as a series live on Twitch for YouTube. So I'm excited to get it started.
Finally, let's do this for real. Sorry it
Yeah.
took so long.
So I hope you
You know
enjoy.
what these legal types are like? Yes, sir. No, sir. Here's 80 pages of needless jargon, sir.
I'll talk more about it once
Anyway,
this
believe it or not,
dialogue
this
is over.
my
So
excited face.
yeah.
Come on, come on. Let me show you what we've got. So, all the usual stuff, merchandising, likeness, blah blah blah. But the really juicy stuff is their expectation of you. They need you to challenge yourself all season, be the best you can be, dominate your teammate, become a legend. All that jazz. Now, it's over to you.
Alright, so a couple settings I have going into this is I have my own custom settings I'm going to be using with um, brake assist off, but I will have ABS on. So, yeah. And then the difficulty is going to start at 60. If we need to move it up, we will. But, yeah, I'm not that good. But, I've been playing it a little bit. So, yeah, we're going to start at 60 and we're going to see where we can go from there. Set our target rating. We'll do 66 for this year. It's going to be hard to overtake Max, obviously, but I'm pretty hopeful that we could do it. We'll be doing a full season. We're not going to do the shortest 5 laps. We're going to do short, so that includes one pit stop, 14 to 16 laps, somewhere around there, So, you know, should be fun. Like I said, I'm not like a real pro here, but I've played, through a little bit, so, you know, I can't do any upgrades yet, unfortunately, but that is okay. Gonna go to the grid reveal here. I will say one thing that I kind of dislike about this game is how long the loading screens take. Um, I know it kind of is what it is, you know what I mean? But yeah, man, kind of playing around with my settings, what I should stream in and stuff like that. So I doubt the first race is gonna go well. It never does, cause all the upgrades are like really bad and stuff like that. So, but we're gonna do the best we can, obviously. So, um, obviously, if we win, then we're gonna have to decrease the we're gonna have to increase the difficulty because we definitely should not be winning on, something like this. So it's gonna make us hop into this practice here. I normally don't do practices just because, I don't know, I feel it's kind of a waste of time.
Hello and a very warm welcome to a brand
I'm
new
more of a
season
learn as I go
in
type of person, so.
Okay, mate, this is the first running of the real car. Now, I know it's a big ask, but let's get some useful data and get you used to how the practice sessions work. Let's start the season as we mean to go on, eh? I know we can have a great year, so let's go.
Obviously, I know all of this. Hopefully, yeah, let me accelerate the time here. So, I don't actually have to go out. It's just, really tedious, just really sitting in here, So, yeah, we're gonna bring this time down and get out and go to qualifying right away. So, that should be a good time. I'm a little nervous. Normally I'm just kind of chilling when I play this game, not taking it too much to heart, but we'll see how we get along, so looks like I have 407 points, so that's good news. So we can use that to upgrade the vehicle. I'm a power station guy, I love, having the power to be able to
what an incredible
straights. So, aerodynamics I've learned is also a pretty good thing to do. Like in Monaco, so you can really, get through those tight corners that Monaco has. So we will do that. 30% chance of failure though, so that kind of sucks. But I can't. It's only very short for this one, unfortunately, because I forgot to change it. But we'll hop straight into qualifying, and we will see how we get on. Sim through all of that. Here we go. I'll try to do maybe 2 or 3 races a stream, depending on how much time they take, of course. So let's get locked and loaded here. A little too sharp. Turn on ERS here. Get DRS here in a second. Hopefully we can make some leeway on Max here. DRS again. So I think we came 4th in that qualifying. Not good, but not terrible. Obviously you want to shoot first, but we can't.
With
always
qualifying
be perfect.
wrapped up now, we have our grid.
I'm gonna turn this light down a little bit because of the back flash here. Just turn it down a little bit. so you can still see, but there's not so much of a glare here. Hopefully that helps it. Looks like it did. So that's always a good thing. Now, we're just going to hop straight into the race. Hopefully it goes well. I don't think it will, but, I'm optimistic at times. Honestly, if we can just hold the position in fourth, I'd take that as a win. But, anything can happen, so I'm pretty nervous on how we'll perform here. But yeah, as I was saying, yeah, fourth place and above is the goal, but realistically, top 10, hopefully. We want to help Max out with winning the Constructors Championship, so we're not really worried about the Drivers Championship this early on in the first year of the career, but it would definitely be nice, so have those accolades like Lewis and, Max and Schumacher and, things like that. So we'll just dive right into this race. Looks like we got Leclerc, Hamilton, and Verstappen in front of us. Got a good start off the line here. Looks like Leclerc's taking position from Max. Max takes it back. Up here. We're doing a pretty good job. Trying to see if I can go for a dive bomb on Leclerc there, but fortunately we did not get that lucky. Obviously, we kind of got a cheat code here right off the start, getting in the Red Bull, so they are very much so pulling away here. It's unfortunate. I don't think I knew I wouldn't be able to really keep up with them on the straights. Grass there. Oh no. Tries to overtake. So I defended that pretty well. Catching up with Leclerc and Verstappen is going to be a tough task
DRS is being enabled this lap. We can use DRS when you're within 1 second of the car ahead and in the DRS zone.
I'll try my best here. We don't want to give too much room to Hamilton behind us either to do an overtake.
You might experience some understeer now that you're in the wake of the car ahead. Try to get past as soon as possible.
We're doing good with our gap to Hamilton. Our gap to Leclerc. We are in DRS, so that should help us kind of... I don't know if we'll catch up, but we'll keep up, because he's in Max's DRS, so really we're just kind of in a DRS train. Wide there, I didn't want to hit Leclerc there.
Great work, that's a new
We set the fastest lap, which is always a good sign for the race to come. Looks like we're going to be in DRS.
Is ahead of you. We don't want to let this hold us up too long, so do your best to get past and get on with the race.
My engineers are telling me that I am on a faster pace than Leclerc. this is where we're gonna lose them. We don't have the power churning right now to keep up with them. The car doesn't have enough go to it to really keep up with them right now, which is unfortunate. Doing our best though, so not out of it yet. Try and go. Ooh. Oh my. What a disaster.
Information on Piastri. Okay, they're out of this race.
Dropped to 12. Oh man. Our wing has damage. It's not looking good right now. First race ended in a disaster. Tried to hit the inside on Leclerc, and unfortunately it just didn't work out for us right there. So we're gonna try and hold position right now. We got Hulkenberg right on us. That's really all we can do here. We got a 5-second penalty, so we're gonna be even farther back, unfortunately, than what we are. This position, I don't know where we'll end up. Hopefully not last. That would be a disaster. So yeah, went onto the gravel there because of the wing damage. Unfortunately, yeah, it's gonna be impossible to catch up with the cars ahead.
Okay, that wasn't quite what we needed there, I'm afraid. But listen, not to worry. Get your head down and chin up, and let's focus for the rest of this race. Okay, you've just started the final lap of the race. Final lap.
Would be nice here. I don't think I will, but if we can manage a position or two, that would help our overall time because of the 5-second penalty. They're brushing the wall there. Yeah, we're in DRS, but with the gap it is now, I don't think we're going to be able to catch by the end of the race just because it is a DRS train. So especially if we keep doing dumb things like that, like going off the track, but it's like Max did pull out the victory. And Hulkenberg's gonna get a pass here. Take that position back though, bump him a little bit. And this is how our first race is gonna end, in a true disaster. Started 4th, finished 18th. It's almost the back of the grid. Man. Truly disastrous performance right there.
Max Verstappen. He takes victory.
To take the win at the first race of the season, now that is important. You get straight in to your competitor's head and they now know that you are the one to beat.
And once all the hard work is over, and after lap of brilliant racing,
Oh, man.
and with that, we wrap up another weekend of motorsport action. But with more races lined up, be sure to join us when we come back with more Formula One.
So yeah, unfortunately we didn't earn any points, obviously. So sucks, man. You know, but you know, it went as it went, and we will, you know, pick up rubber and hopefully do better next week. Just, I don't know. I don't really know what to say about that. I'm very disappointed in the way that ended. So the Chinese Grand Prix is next. Yeah, man, I'm still pretty bummed out on how the last went. But, shit, you know, what am I gonna do? You know, looks like we got a sprint here. Which would be good for if we can finish in the top. Then we'll hopefully get some points. But man, that was just a brutal way to start, you know. But you know, it's unfortunate. But what are we gonna do, you know? So it's coming up on 4 a.m. here, so I don't know how many races I'm gonna do for this stream. We'll definitely do longer ones the more time I have in the day or night, I guess. So. The new F1 rules and regulations, I find it kind of odd with the whole new power system and unit with the turbos and stuff like that, but yeah, I think this year F1 wise is gonna be pretty disastrous. Honestly, it could be anybody's game here with the Drivers' Championship, because it's basically a whole new system. It's a whole new car, you know. Went on the grass there a little bit, which sucks. I think Hamilton is gonna overtake us here on the straight. I just don't have the straight line speed. Maybe not. That very wide.
Fantastic. You've got
I think
pole
we
position.
just did. Yep, we got pole position, so that is huge.
And that's it for sprint qualifying. Plenty more coming up over the rest of the weekend. So we'll see you all tomorrow.
Now, if we could get this finish on the sprint and on race weekend, that would be huge. I don't know where Max came. I forgot to look, but we got pole position. So hopefully, if we can finish here in first, then we will be able to get those 8 points, those 8 qualifying sprint points, which would be huge for, you know, contending, I suppose, if you want to call it that. This is what I mean with the game taking forever to load. It's really just...
Off the back
Alright.
of a and
Under
striding
the sprint. Excited to see where we can end up here. We've got pole position, obviously, so hopefully, let's keep it. Looks like Norris, Hamilton, Verstappen 4th. I think we got a good start off the line here. It's always a tough corner for me. I always take this too wide. Looks like we got a pretty marginal lead right now. A little over a second. Took that corner very wide. Looks like Verstappen jumped into second, moving up 2 places. So we're going down the straight here. It looks like Verstappen looks like everybody's gaining time on us. It's unfortunate that we're not going to have those speed on the straights to be able to really compete with everybody, but as long as we're always a little late on braking and we make our corners smooth, we should be able to make up that time.
We can now use DRS. DRS now available.
Wasn't the best exit out
Let's
of
overtake and
that.
burn off some of this energy.
Sorry that I'm not looking at chat. You know, I'm just locked in. I'll look at it after. Got a 2.2 lead here. Might have to up the difficulty a little bit because with this being only the second race of this very young career, we should not be doing this well. But as it stands, a 1.7 second lead right now, which is gonna go down on this straight, but that's just because Verstappen's pace is really, you can't match it. One of the all-time greats. So, it'll be very hard to compete with him and Lewis, but he had quite a down year this year, unfortunately, with Ferrari. But by looking at the new testing that they're doing right now this year, it looks like Lewis is going to be a contender again. So that's always going to be fun to watch, that rivalry between Lewis and Max. And who knows, maybe Norris will strike gold again. I will say personally, as someone whose favorite driver is Lando Norris, I loved how this season ended up. The Papaya rules did kind of screw Oscar over. You know, I'm definitely not the first one to say that, but I might be the only Lando Norris fan to admit that. But you know what they say, the game is the game. The end of the day. So this is the last lap of the sprint. It looking like if we avoid something catastrophic like what happened last race when we ran into Oscar there, we should be getting the 8 points. This would be huge for our chances for constructors. Take the win. Max put in a fastest lap behind me, unfortunately,
yes, mate,
but
I'll take that. Well done. We're really happy with the podium down here, so well done. Yes.
oh, well, don't do that.
Finish. Well done.
Got a 1-2 finish with Max, which is huge.
So that wraps up
So if
the
you
sprint
missed
race,
the
but there's
earlier
still
part of the stream, we were in third place in the first race of the season. And I tried to cut off, well, I guess not really cut off, but I tried to dive bomb Leclerc, and ended up hitting him, and he sent me into the barricade, and I took Oscar out of the race, which ended up with me coming in 18th, which is a rough start to the season. We're going to up the difficulty just a bit, just to keep it somewhat realistic. But we're going into the sprint now for the race, or the qualifying for the race. It's going to be wet. Well, I guess it won't. It said on the forecast that we were going to be doing a wet race, but I guess we are not. Which is always good news, because those are always disastrous. I got a terrible exit out of that corner. Good late braking there, which will give us a little bit of room here. Second here. Verstappen is right on our tail. I think he's about to pass us, unfortunately. Did just overtake us, unfortunately. If we could get a 1-2, that would be huge. We're gonna late brake here, see if we can overtake him on this braking zone. Looks like we just did. He'll get a better exit. But Chinese Grand Prix, we got pole position.
Come on, I'll see you back in the pits.
So he was a sixth of a second slower. It's really just the braking, the late braking that really propels it into faster times, I guess you could say. But now it's time for the most important part of a race weekend, the race. Doesn't matter what you do on qualifying, you know, because if you mess up on the race, well, it's over for you. So, see what we can do here. Hopefully we can maintain this lead. Realistically speaking, hopefully somewhere in the top 5. I said last race somewhere in the top 10 I'd be happy, and we finished 18th. So, we'll see how we do. We'll just put it like that. Got another long loading screen with this game. Loves doing that.
And alongside me in the commentary box.
Let's get this Chinese Grand Prix underway. Hopefully we can get a good start here right off the jump. It's a little slow. Max is definitely right on our tail here. Got a purple sector 1. That is the mess up I was talking about right there. That might cost us, but it didn't yet. think we need to be pretty much perfect here in order to win, which I'm already not being perfect, and Max is a second behind us, so probably on this straight he is going to pass. I'll defend as much as I can. Looks like we got him to back off there, which is big. But that was using ERS, so I don't know, especially with DRS next lap, I don't know if I'll be able to do that.
Okay, DRS is now available.
We're gonna try, but no guarantees here. We've created a good buffer distance here in the turns, but I know on the straights that'll just be caught right back up, so gotta keep pushing. Looks like we got a nice 2-second lead at the moment.
We've got a lot of spare energy. Okay to use your overtake button.
As you can obviously imagine, that lead is slowly dissipating. Looks like Russell actually managed to overtake Verstappen there.
That was the fastest lap of the race. Keep this up. Well done.
Well, looks like actually Max managed to take that position back.
Okay, mate, we've got some clear track in front of us, and let's make the best of it. So please make this next one a very fast lap.
We have to achieve a 140 lap time here. It's definitely the hardest turn on the track. Do a little bit of ERS, see if we can boost this even more here. Looks like we'll be putting in another fastest lap.
Yes, mate, we hit the target. Nice work. Terrible exit. Terrible, terrible, terrible.
with the 2-second lead here, I think we're going to have to increase the difficulty once again.
Okay, this is your final lap of the race. Gap to your teammate behind, 2.9 seconds.
As long as you don't have a generational cell here, I think we will be alright. So I want you guys to let me know down in the comments how you like this race format. It's obviously just with the 2 races, we're inching close to an hour here, and that's 5 laps. So let me know as we take our first win of the season.
Absolutely
But unfortunately, I don't think
well done.
many more to come.
Another 1.2 finish, well done.
But yeah, I want you guys to let me know down in the comments what you think is the best way to go about this. If you want me to do longer races
It's a performance to be proud of.
and keep doing 2 a video.
The drivers are
I think I'm
on
gonna keep the 2 a video kind of trend.
Well, that was certainly an exciting.
But if you want the longer ones, we can do the longer ones. If you want the shorter ones, then you know, that's okay too. But yeah, guys, this is really just a test. You know, see how this does. Yeah, I hope you enjoyed. Let me know if you like me playing solo games. I enjoy them. Obviously, story games, stuff like that, games like this, you know, obviously the multiplayer games going to keep coming. Those are obviously, you know, the most fun. We do that with friends and stuff like that, so that's always fun. But this is really just a test to see how the solo is going to do. And, you know, like I said, this is something I've wanted to do for a long time, so I'm glad I'm finally getting to it. And yeah, we're gonna get this. You know, we're gonna play out the first season, I should say. And you know, if it's received well, we'll do another one. So yeah, I appreciate you guys. Much love. You know, like and subscribe if you want to join this journey with me, and I appreciate all of you so much. And I will see you guys in the next one.